Okay, good evening. I'd like to call the February 18th, 2021 voting session to order. Please rise to allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of
to
America,
America,
to the
republic,
republic which stands
one
one
nation,
nation under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
liberty,
liberty,
and
justice
justice
for all.
for all. Colleen, will you please roll?
Is it? Here.
Mr. King?
Here.
Mr. Moran?
Here.
Mr. Apple?
Here.
Mr. Ross? Dr. Enos? Mr. Zirinsky? Okay. Here. Does he just want me to read this? Mr. Halsey?
I believe we announced the executive session from last week prior to last week's meeting, but it's listed there that the executive session of the board was held on Wednesday, February 10th to receive a presentation on the Monaca TIF project and hold discussion on various personnel items. There was no executive session.
Thank you. Minutes. Oh, wait, public comments on agenda item.
Currently, there are no public comments.
Minutes to approve the voting session minutes from the January 21st, 2021 meeting. That is attachment A. Any discussions on item one?
No move.
Mr. Blue? Oh, makes the motion. Second, Mr. Moad. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Treasurer's report, Mr. King.
Following bills and reports are submitted for approval. A, pay bills, confirm the January 2021 general fund payments in the amount of $2,836,274.22. Attachment B. Number two, confirm the January 2021 cafeteria fund payments in the amount of $44,053.90. Attachment C. B, the report to approve the January 2021 Berkheimer report, attachment D. I'll make that motion.
Any discussions on items 1A and 1B?
Second.
Mr. Ross, motion, second. Mr. King, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Board policy items. Number one, to approve the 2021-2022 Central Valley School District calendar, which is found on attachment E. Number two, to approve a Central Valley Board of Directors audit response covering a period of July 1st, 2015 through June 30th, 2019, as required by the Pennsylvania Department of Education. And number three, to approve to ratify the discussion of the February 10th, 2021 work session and approve a resolution setting the compensation of the elected tax collector for the borough of Monaca at $15,000 per.
That motion.
Mr. King makes the motion, second.
Second.
O'Neill, favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Mr. O'Neill, anything there?
Oh, we have nothing at this time.
Thank you. Education, Mr. Ross.
To approve, confirm the release time, staff development request. The conference and the location of the BA Inspired Leadership Program, virtual. Individual to attend. Instant kicks. The dates are from 3/9/21 to 6/15/21. So moved.
Second, Mr. King. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. There's nothing with technology. We're back to you, Mr. King.
Number one, to approve the following spring coaching positions and stipends pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances. We'll give the head coaches name of the sport, and his assistant coaches will be in the middle column and the stipend will be in the far right column. Baseball, Bruce Hurstein. Softball, Ray Fernandez, head coach. Boys tennis, Tim Casey, head coach. Middle school volleyball, Candace Glumac, head coach. Track and field, Bill King, head coach. Number two, missed one. Middle school swimming, Mark Elder, head coach. Number two, to approve the Central Valley Middle School swim team to practice at Hopewell Pool this spring, pending approval by the Hopewell Area School Board. I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mr. King, motion. Mr. Bloom, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. There is nothing under extracurricular. Dr. Munis. Building and grounds. Number one, to approve the following building usage request pending final approval from the superintendent regarding the review of the organization's health and safety plan, as well as the liability waiver sign off. The building, the first one is the Center Grange Fields for the Youth Center, Central Valley Youth Soccer. The dates are 3/15 to 8/31/2021, and the purpose is for games and practice. High school football field, that's for the Central Valley Soccer Club. Dates are March 7th through June 7th, 2021. Those are on Sundays, and that's for full field matches. And the third one is high school gymnasium and batting cage, Central Valley Youth Baseball, 3/7/2021. And that is the evaluation of farm and minor league players. I have a motion on items one. Mr. Moad, second. Mr. King, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Bloom, personnel.
To approve the resignation of Jessica Cable, middle school teacher, effective February 12th, 2021, attachment F. Number two, to approve an FMLA leave request for an elementary teacher, March 31st, 2021 through June 4th, 2021. Number three, to approve an intermittent FMLA request for a custodian from January 19th, 2021 to June 18th, 2021. Number four, to approve an FMLA request for a cafeteria general worker from January 11th, February 2021 to February 23rd, 2021. Number five, to approve an FMLA request for a cafeteria general worker from January 25th, 2021 to March 15th, 2021. Number six, to approve a medical sabbatical for a high school teacher from January 25th, 2021 through June 4th, 2021. Number seven, to approve additions to the 2020-2021 substitute list, pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances, attachment G. Number eight, to approve the resignation of Bristol Ellison, elementary guidance counselor, effective February 22, 2021, found on attachment H. Number nine, to approve an FMLA request for a high school teacher from February 15, 2021 through February 22nd, 2021. I so move.
Okay, Mr. Bloom, second.
I'll second.
Mr. Ross. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Finance, Mr. Ambrose.
Number one, to approve the exoneration of real estate tax, penalty, and interest, tax years 2008 through 2019 on parcel number 56-067-0113.001 from $444.38. So moved.
I have a motion on item one. Mr. O'Neill, second. Mr. Moad, all in
Second.
favor?
Second.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Yeah.
Okay, that leads us right back to you, Dr. Perry.
I have nothing.
You have nothing.
I have nothing. I'm gonna be quiet tonight.
Okay, all right. Board members, Mr. Bloom, we'll start with you.
I have nothing except the good job that the staff and the administration is doing here, keeping everybody safe and getting the students on their path in education. Thanks for a good job.
Mr. Ross,
Nothing this evening.
Mr. O'Neill,
Nothing from me.
Mr. King,
I'm good too.
Mr. Moad,
Nothing.
Mr. Ambrose.
You address the situation now. Situation now.
Oh, thank you. I have nothing. So we will go to public comments.
We received one public comment via email prior to the meeting.
Read it into the
Want to
record?
read it?
Sure, I'll read it into the record. This is from Stephen W. Robinson, 205 York Court, Monaco. In the January meeting, the Finance Committee recommended holding off on implementing all-day kindergarten. 5 members chose to ignore the recommendation and the resolution passed. Why have the committee? The board is wasting people's time when a decision had already been made by the majority of the board independent of fundamentals. Those fundamentals happen to be the finances to support the project. What were you thinking, or better put, were you thinking? Where is the transparency to the taxpayers of Central Valley School District? Full transparency would include a communication before a decision is made to all the residents impacted of the forecasted millage increase in taxes. Did you do that? I certainly did not receive anything in the mail or read anything in the paper about how this board will be proposing to finance this project. If the board had effectively communicated that a decision was pending on a $13 to $14 million project that just might have an impact on the taxpayers of Central Valley School District, then there may have been a few more people present to ask fiscally responsible questions to the board. I moved from a school district that demonstrated for years a lack of fiscal responsibility and realization that Beaver County is losing population, not gaining. With that loss in population is a growing number of seniors living on fixed income that will be left to bear decisions of this board. The desire for all-day kindergarten should have been predicated upon the affordability of the school district to implement the program. The appearance is given that there is no accountability, and affordability is a non-issue as long as there are Central Valley School District taxpayers' pocketbooks to tap.
I would like to address Mr. Robinson's comment about transparency. Before, all meetings are recorded and posted and archived on the district website. So that's the first thing. On November 13th, no, November 19th, I read the following statement. The district has significant time studying the feasibility and implementing all-day kindergarten in Central Valley. After a lengthy process, the committee is prepared to present its finding to the public. During the January 13th work session, we will present and ask the board to vote on January 21st whether or not to move forward with the project. We invite the public to provide input to the board prior to the meeting and hope that vested community members will attend in January. At the December 3rd meeting, under the education items, there was an FYI that there would be a presentation at the January 13th, 2021 work session to present information from the Education and Finance Committee regarding the feasibility of implementing a full-day kindergarten program. There was also a discussion on possible ways to include the public pending the shutdown. On the January 13th meeting, when it was posted on the website, being that it was going to be live streamed, there was also, we were able to accommodate up to 48 attendees in the auditorium with another 40 allowed in the overflow. Please note that if we reach the limit, no one would be permitted in the building. And again, it was live streamed and you could have commented on the live stream. And the feasibility study was on the website, and I still believe it is still on the website.
That is correct.
So I don't know how you can't get any more transparent than that. Mr. Ambrose would like to address the finance question, part of that.
First of all, regarding forecasted millage increase in taxes. To date, there has been no millage increase related to the kindergarten decision. December 2020, we had an announcement and a resolution of a proposed preliminary budget display and advertised. January 2021, there was an adoption of a preliminary general fund budget for school year 2021-2022. May 2021, we will adopt a preliminary proposal for a final general fund budget for 2021 and 2022. And in June 2021, we will adopt the final general fund budget for the school year of 2021 and 2022. So with regard to that, I don't see a tax increase with regards to the decision for kindergarten. The next item was the $13 to $14 million project. My suggestion to some people out there would be, don't believe everything you read in the Beaver County Times, and obviously don't believe everything you read on Facebook. This board is committed to be fiscally responsible, but yet make every attempt to give our kids the opportunity for all-day kindergarten. We're going to have 3 or 4 different proposals to look at or options. No decision has been made. The only decision we made was to authorize Dr. Perry at the last meeting, and I'll read what was said for that proposal. At the January 21st, 2020 voting session under education items, authorize the district superintendent to proceed with the implementation of an all-day kindergarten program with the attended start date of the beginning of 2023-2024 school year. That's all we've done. And you know what, keep in mind, I didn't see anything in the Times, maybe I missed it. But one of the reasons, besides giving our kids the opportunity of all-day kindergarten, I, as some board members here, take it really personal when we have to send nearly $500,000 across the river to pay for Baden Academy. So we're going to do everything in our power, and we're still going to keep in consideration the fact that some of our buildings need renovated. We're also going to keep in consideration the fact that there's rumors out there, well, maybe we'll lay off a teacher, maybe we'll cut programs. That's not our intention. If we don't have the money to do this, or situations change, we will sit as a board and vote on each item. The only thing we've done to date is authorize Dr. Perry for the feasibility of it. With that, I'm done.
Dr. Perry, good?
No other public comments?
No other public comments? Okay, well, if that's all, I have a motion to adjourn. Mr. Moad, second. Mr. Bloom. All in favor?
Aye.